Okay, my claim about this problem over here is that, when I first did the problem, I'll be honest with you, I did a lot of work, all right? And then after I did all the work and got the answer, I said to myself, gee, that was obvious. And what's obvious? X equals A and Y equals B. It's obvious, all right? Now, here's a lot of things are obvious. I'm staring at them. I just don't see it. So I'm going to go through some work. So the first piece of work I'm going to do is the long division. So I'm going to do X minus Y. I'm going to divide it into X plus Y. That goes in one time. And what do you get? You get X minus Y. And then what do you get over there? You subtract. And what do you get when you subtract that? You get 2Y. I'm sorry, I did a mistake there. I said minus 2Y. It's not minus 2Y. All right, so I'm going to write that down now. You're going to get 1 plus 2Y, right, over X minus Y. Now, you know what? The other side looks just like it. So I'm going to write down 1 plus 2B over A minus B. All right? What am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to get rid of my little work over here. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. That's pretty simple. And I'm going to divide both sides by 2. All right, so what do I see here? I see what they have. I see this. I see that. I'm done with that. Let me go to the next one. Again, I'm doing work until I see something. If you don't see it, you keep doing your work until you see it, until it's obvious. Let's do another long division. So I'll write the other one down. What do you get? X squared minus X plus Y squared. I'm going to divide that into X squared plus X plus Y squared. Well, looks like once. X squared minus X plus Y squared, you get 2X. So what does that division produce? 1 plus 2X over X squared minus X plus Y squared equals, well, the other side looks just like it. I'm not going to do another division because it just like to just change letters. Which is going to be 1 plus, let's see, 2A over A squared minus A plus B squared. Well, what I'm going to do now, subtract 1 from both sides and divide through by 2. And so I'm seeing this now. I'm seeing X over, I'm seeing X over X squared minus X plus Y squared. And then I'm seeing this over here, which is A over A squared minus A plus B squared. All right? Now, I realize somebody looking at it and say, I don't even know what to do with that. Well, I will say this, though. It certainly got a little bit easier. And what I mean by that, if you look at the original system, which is this thing up here, and you look at this over here, there's certainly less writing involved. All right, now I'm looking at it, and I'm wondering what to do with this. All right, so what I'm going to do is, let me just erase this here. And I'm kind of looking at it and wonder what I want to do now. And kind of looking at it, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to just clear the fraction now. And what would you get? You could do a long division, though. But let's just clear the fraction now. What are you going to get? You're going to get A minus B times Y equals B times X minus Y. All right, let's multiply that. What do you get? You get AY minus BY equals BX minus BY. All right? So let's see what you get over here. I'll be careful about it. You're going to get, first of all, did I do it right? AY minus BY. Yeah, I think so. So what do you get over here? Well, look at this. These disappear, right? So what are you left off with? AY equals BX. And then I could probably write down, let's see, I could probably write down X over, let's see if I got that right, X over Y equals A over B. So now I see where they got this from. Right? X over Y equals A over B. Now, by the way, if it's obvious to you, move on. Put the answer down. Let me erase this, though. We're done with this now. And let's do the other one, right? It's more work, though, isn't it? But let's see if we can do that. And what do you get? Let's write this down. You're going to get a squared, I'm doing this one now, a squared x minus ax plus b squared x equals ax squared minus ax plus ay squared. Let's see if I did that right. A squared x minus ax plus b squared x. Some students call this cross multiplication or multiplying both sides by the LCD. Ax squared minus ax plus ay squared. Well, you know, some things I notice about this thing that I could add ax to both sides and this would disappear. All right. Now what? Well, I guess I could do something here, right? And let me take a look what I'm going to do now. Kind of looking at it. And I got to think now, don't I? Let's write this down. I'm going to factor out an a here, and you would get x squared plus y squared. And I'm going to factor out an x here, and you get a squared plus b squared. And then I'm going to try to get the, the a's on one side and the x and y's on another side. So I would see x squared plus y squared is equal to a over a squared plus b squared. And this is what I'm looking at now, all right? Now, by the way, at some point, you should be bumping into this and seeing exactly what we say it is, right? So let's just look at this thing now. And by the way, things are getting easier and easier and easier. Now, granted, if you don't see it, you still have to move forward. But I think it's pretty obvious now, looking at these things over here, that it's clear that x equals a and y equals b. But if you want, I guess you could do is make a substitution, go through a lot more work, nothing wrong with that, and get that, all right? Now, what I'm going to claim over here is that I'm always a doubtful about what I'm saying, what I'm seeing. And so I do go to machines sometimes to try to see what does a machine think the answer is. Anyway, I think the answer is the ordered pair AB. So what I did, I went to Sage, which is a computer algebra system, and I typed this system of equations in. All right, and then I asked Sage to solve it. And Sage came back with the same answer. But Sage also came back with an additional answer, which I was shocked to see, by the way. Sage said that also this was a satisfying solution to the problem. But I'll be honest with you, it is not a satisfying solution to the problem, because what they're saying is x equals y equals 0. And this can't happen. And why can't it happen? Division by 0. So Sage actually produced an extraneous solution to the problem. I did not produce that extraneous solution, by the way. There's only one solution. Sage is wrong in this case over here. I'm not sure why Sage answered that. Gave that answer, by the way. I do want to claim, though, I'm no expert in the use of Sage, but that's one of the dangers in the computer algebra system. If you're not thinking about what's returned, you can often put down an incorrect solution. Please, when you write an answer down, at least think about the answer before proceeding forward, all right? Now, granted, I say this with full mind that, you know what, I make lots of errors too. Although I think about something and I'm convinced that this is the answer to the question after thinking about it, and including thinking about the original and all the work I did, that the only solution to this problem is when x equals a and y equals b. And I thought about it. I gave it a considerable amount of thought. I also went to Sage. I asked Sage to think about it. Sage returned the same answer, but it returned this one over here. When I thought about it, that could not have been the answer. And again, I'm not sure why Sage returned that answer, but the bottom line, it did. It returned a wrong answer. So I'm going to say think. Now, am I the end all in thinking? No. Maybe you're thinking and you've got another thought in the problem, right? So if you have another thought in the problem, what I'm going to claim you do is reach out to me. What's my name? Ron Bannon. What's my email address? Bannon, B as in boy, the @ symbol, NNON.US. I'd love to hear from you, particularly if it refers to improving the document. That would be helpful. And again, this document, looking at it's still in the editing mode. We're roughly 2,500 pages, and it's not done yet, so it's probably going to grow. There's definitely errors in the problem set. There's no doubt about it. Thank you for paying attention, though.